the rarest blood type, also known as the golden blood. So rare, you may wonder if it is out of this world. There are 8 common blood types. Keyword there, common. If what you know about blood stops right around there, then this is all going to escalate very quickly. There are literally millions of varieties of blood types, and the rarest one is shared by fewer than 45 people in the whole world. Talk about exclusive. Easy as A, B, and O. The ins and outs of blood types is way more complicated than you probably want it to be, or maybe that's just us. But here's a relatively quick crash course. We're filled with red blood cells that carry oxygen through our bodies. Antigens cover these cells like sprinkles on a donut. The semblance of antigens in your red blood cells are like little name tags that tell your body, hi, I go here, to which your antibodies respond, nice, the rest of us won't attack you. Your white blood cells latch onto these antigens to act as a shield against infection. The 2 main antigens are A and B. The kind you have are determined by the alleles, that's gene variants, given to you by your parents. A and B are dominant, while O, which does not have a corresponding antigen, is recessive. Then in a different group, there's the rhesus D antigen, which gives us all the positive or negative stuff. For whatever reason, it's called the Rh factor. Positive blood has the Rh factor, it contains the D antigen, and negative types lack it. Easy enough, and there are 35 blood type groups recognized by the International Society of Blood Transfusion, but for simplicity's sake, most people only really need to know about the 2 most important ones, ABO and the rhesus D system. If the 35 blood type groups didn't throw you, now is where it gets even hairier. There are hundreds of different antigens, and they fall into 33 recognized antigen systems. I support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. So there are hundreds of different antigens, and they fall into 33 recognized systems. These don't all really get talked about because, for example, more than 99.9% of people carry the antigen VEL, VL. Tagging a VEL onto the end of your blood type, for example, AB VEL plus, would probably just be redundant. Not simplifying your blood type would kind of be like telling a really boring story with all the unnecessary and obvious details included. So just get to the good stuff, please. We can't assume the rest. We can assume the rest. Now, there's rare, then there's rare, R-H-A-R-E. After the 8 common blood types, we've got a few unicorns. Something like 160 of the 342 blood groups antigens are high prevalence, which means most people have them on their red blood cells. If you lack an antigen that 99% of the people have, then your blood is considered rare. If you lack one that 99.99% of people have, then congratulations, you're Spider-Man. Just kidding, probably. The rarest blood type in existence is Rh null blood, Rh null blood, N-U-L-L. This stuff is characterized by a complete lack of antigens in the Rh system, the rhesus system, which is the largest blood group system. This includes the D antigen, Rh factor, plus the other 50-something antigens of the group. This blood type is so rare that only 43 people on Earth have ever been reported to have it, and there are only 9 active donors. Until 1961, doctors assumed a person lacking all Rh antigens would never even make it out of the womb alive. It's the golden blood. This is what Dr. Thierry Peyrard, director of the National Immunohematology Reference Laboratory in Paris, told Mosiak. It's the rarest blood. Besides making someone feel really special, Rh null, meaning that there's no rhesus factor there, or other rare blood types are extremely valuable. Quote, because Rh null blood can be considered universal blood for anyone with rare blood types within the RH system. Its life-saving capability is enormous. As such, it's also highly prized by doctors, although it will be given to patients only in extreme circumstances and after very careful consideration, because it may be nigh or impossible to replace, Mosaic reports. This was from Curiosity, It's Unbedded Reality. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.